Imagine this. What if you had the ability to understand exactly what women want and crave most? How would you use that insight? Let me tell you something surprising. Even if you could read a woman's mind, you'd likely end up even more puzzled why. Because about 80% of the things women deeply desire, they won't openly express or request from a man. Hi, and welcome to the Be Masculine channel. In today's video, I'll reveal 9 things women love the most, but will never ask for. I guarantee the 6th one will blow your mind. So make sure you stick around until the very end. Without further delay, let's dive in. 1. Be unpredictable, one of the most attractive traits in a man is unpredictability. Women are naturally drawn to mystery and excitement. A man who is unpredictable keeps her guessing, which stimulates her curiosity and emotions. The thrill of not knowing what comes next makes the interaction dynamic and engaging. Now consider the opposite. A predictable man who sticks to a routine, says the same things and takes her to the same places. Such monotony becomes lesson 1, boring quickly. A predictable man becomes easy to figure out, and once that happens, a woman may lose interest. Entirely being unpredictable doesn't mean being chaotic or unreliable. It's about adding an element of surprise and excitement to your interactions. It could be as simple as trying a new activity, taking her to an unexpected location, or sparking deep, meaningful conversations. Out of the blue, women want to be with someone who keeps life interesting, who makes them feel alive. If you become predictable, she'll start showing signs of disinterest, ignoring messages, cancelling plans, or even disappearing along together. When this happens, don't chase after her. Confidence means knowing when to walk away. Surprise her with your creativity, your spontaneity, and your willingness to break the norm. The more unpredictable you are in a positive way, the more you'll keep her intrigued and invested in you too. Be a good listener. Listening might seem simple, but mastering it is an art. Women value a man who takes the time to genuinely listen to them in relationships. Communication is key, and listening is half the battle. Unfortunately, many men fall into the trap of passive listening. They hear, but don't engage. Active listening is what sets you apart. It's more than just lesson 2, nodding along. It's showing genuine interest in what she's saying. This involves maintaining eye contact, asking thoughtful questions, and responding with empathy. When a woman feels heard, she feels valued. Women are natural communicator. They express their thoughts and emotions verbally, and they appreciate when their partner makes an effort to understand them. By actively listening, you create a safe space where she feels comfortable. Opening up this deepens emotional intimacy and builds trust. Listening also gives you insights into her desires, dreams, and values. It allows you to connect with her on a deeper level. Remember, it's not about solving her problems or giving advice. Unless she asks often, she just wants to be heard. The power of active listening cannot be overstated. It makes her feel special and sets you apart from other men who may overlook this crucial skill. Practice it consistently, and you'll notice how much more responsive and engaged she becomes in your presence. 3. Don't be overly respectful. Respect is important, but there's such a thing as being overly respectful to the point of being submissive. Many men, in an attempt to impress women, put them on a pedestal. They treat them like queens without establishing any boundaries or asserting themselves. While it's essential to treat women with kindness and respect, it's equally important to show confidence and boldness. A man who is overly respectful often falls into the nice guy trap. He becomes predictable, unexciting, and ultimately unappealing. Women are attracted to men who have a strong sense of self and aren't afraid to take the lead, teasing her playfully, expressing your desires confidently, and knowing when to push boundaries are qualities that differentiate a man she's attracted to from one she simply respects as a friend. Being old doesn't mean being rude or disrespectful, it means not being afraid to flirt. Take risks and show her that you're interested. A woman wants a man who can challenge her in a fun and exciting way, strike a balance between respect and confidence, treat her with kindness, but don't hesitate to show your daring side. When you master this balance, you'll find that she sees you as someone exciting and worth pursuing for dress to impress. First impressions are powerful, and your appearance is a significant part of how you present yourself. Women pay close attention to how a man carries himself, and dressing well is a surefire way to make a lasting impression. It's not about wearing designer brands or expensive clothes. Dressing well is about wearing lesson. 3 clothes that fit, complement your body type and reflect your personality. Friendliness and grooming are equally important. A well-dressed man exudes confidence, and shows that he takes pride in his appearance. Consider this scenario a woman who has put effort into her appearance. Her hair makeup outfit meets a man who shows up in sloppy clothes and unkempt hair. It sends a message that he doesn't care, which can be an instant turn-off. Invest in a few timeless pieces that make you look sharp and stylish. Focus on neutral colours, clean lines, and comfortable fits. A well-fitted blazer, polished shoes, and a neat hairstyle can work wonders. Dressing well isn't just about looking good for others. It's about feeling confident in your own skin. When you look your best, you'll naturally feel more self-assured, and that confidence will radiate in your interactions. Remember, when you take pride in your appearance, you're not only showing respect for yourself, but also for the people you interact with. 5. Take charge. Women are naturally drawn to men who take the lead. Leadership isn't about being controlling, it's about being decisive, confident, and assertive. Whether it's planning a date, choosing a restaurant, or making long-term decisions, women appreciate a man who knows what he wants and takes action. Indecisiveness is unattractive. A man who constantly asks, "What do you want to do?" or defer. Her every decision to her can come across as passive or insecure. On the other hand, a man who confidently makes decisions and takes initiative demonstrates that he's dependable and capable. For instance, when you're out on a date, take charge by choosing the seating arrangement or suggesting a fun activity. Show her that you have a plan and that you're capable of making her feel secure. However, taking charge doesn't mean disregarding her opinions or preferences. It's about leading while still being considerate of her needs. Communication and mutual respect are key. By being a man who confidently takes the lead, your nurture naturally make her feel cared for and valued. This balance of confidence and consideration is what makes a man truly attractive. 6. Master. The art of pleasing her, one of the most underrated skills a man can possess, is the ability to please. Is his partner intimately? Many women have shared that their partners either rush through intimacy or approach it as a chore. This creates a disconnect and leaves her feeling unsatisfied. True intimacy involves patience, attentiveness, and a desire to prioritize her pleasure. Take your time and make the experience about her. This means not only focusing on physical satisfaction, but also creating an emotional connection. Lesson 4. When you show genuine enthusiasm and attentiveness, she feels cherished and valued. Pay close attention to her reactions. Every woman is unique, so learning her preferences and responding to her cues is crucial. Don't treat intimacy as a routine or a checklist. Instead, make it an opportunity to deepen your bond and show her how much you care. Remember, confidence and communication are key. If you're unsure about something, don't hesitate to ask her what she likes. This openness fosters trust and helps you both enjoy a more fulfilling relationship. By mastering this skill, You demonstrate that you're not only a caring partner, but also someone who values her happiness and satisfaction. This effort won't go unnoticed and will make her even more attracted to you. 7, learn to say no. Boundaries are essential in any relationship. While it's natural to want to please your partner, constantly saying yes to everything can lead to being taken for granted. Women respect men who know their limits and aren't afraid to assert themselves. When you set boundaries, you show that you have self-respect and priorities. Saying no doesn't mean being unkind or dismissive. It's about staying true to yourself. For example, if she asks for something unreasonable or tests your limits, it's okay. Pay 8 to politely decline. This doesn't make you less caring, it makes you more respectable. Women often test men to gauge their strength and resolve. If you always agree with her, she may begin to see you as a pushover. On the other hand, a man who can confidently stand his ground earns her respect and admiration. Think of it this way: scarcity creates value if you're always available and accommodating. She may not fully appreciate your efforts. By learning to say no when necessary, you create a sense of balance in the relationship. This doesn't mean being rigid or unwilling to compromise. It's about maintaining a healthy balance where both partners' needs are respected. When you prioritize your goals and values, you'll naturally attract a partner who values you for who you are. 8 in, embrace emotional strength. Emotional strength is a quality that women deeply admire. It's not about suppressing your feelings or being emotionless. It's about managing your emotions with maturity and resilience. A man who can stay calm under pressure, handle challenges gracefully, and support others emotionally is incredibly attractive. Life is full of ups and downs, and women want a partner they can rely on during tough times. Emotional strength shows that you can be her anchor when things get difficult. It's about being empathetic while maintaining composure and confidence. This doesn't mean you can't show vulnerability. In fact, being honest about your emotions, when appropriate, creates a deeper connection. It's about finding the right balance, being open without appearing fragile. Additionally, emotional strength includes handling criticism and rejection without losing your cool women. Respect men who can take feedback gracefully and use it as an opportunity for growth. When you cultivate emotional strength, you're not only becoming a better partner, but also improving yourself as an individual. It's a trait that benefits all aspects of your life, from relationships to career and friendships. Strive to be a man who can face challenges head on while remaining compassionate and understanding. This balance will make you stand out as someone who is not only reliable, but also deep, admirable. 9 show purpose and ambition. Women are naturally drawn to men who have a clear sense of purpose and ambition. A man who knows what he wants in life and works diligently toward his goals exudes confidence, and drive. This trait is magnetic because it. Lesson 5 signals stability and determination. Having purpose doesn't mean you need to be wealthy or at the pinnacle of success. It's about having a vision for your future and actively working toward it. Whether it's building a career, pursuing a passion, or striving for personal growth, your dedication to self-improvement is what matters most. Ambition also, INSP, inspires respect. A man with goals demonstrates that he's not complacent or stagnant. This creates an exciting dynamic in the relationship because she knows you're constantly striving to be better, not just for yourself, but also for your shared future. However, ambition must be balanced with attentiveness. While it's important to focus on your goals, don't neglect your partner or make her feel like she's competing with your ambition. Instead, involve her in your journey and show her that she's an integral part of your life. When you live with purpose, you naturally become more attractive. Your drive, determination, and commitment set you apart as a high-value man who is worthy of admiration and love. Thank you for watching. These 9 traits are just the beginning of what it means to become a high-value man. Remember, self-improvement is a journey, not a destination. By applying these principles, you'll not only enhance your relationships, but also grow as a person. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the Be Masculine channel for more content on mastering relationships and personal growth. Stay confident, stay ambitious, and stay masculine. Until next time, take care and keep striving for greatness.